If you've ever searched for beeswax candles online, you may have come across articles claiming that harvesting beeswax harms bees. It's a concern worth taking seriously. And as a beekeeper, I want to give you an honest answer. The short version: when done responsibly, harvesting beeswax is not only ethical, it's part of a genuinely symbiotic relationship between beekeeper and colony. Here's why. Beeswax is produced naturally by worker honeybees. Specialized glands on their abdomen secrete tiny wax flakes, which the bees chew and mold to build the honeycomb structure of their hive. This comb is the foundation of colony life. It's where honey is stored, where larvae are raised, and where the hive organizes itself. Here's the key thing to understand. Bees produce wax continuously as part of a healthy, active colony. A thriving hive generates far more comb than it strictly needs at any given time. Responsible beekeepers harvest only the surplus, the excess comb built beyond what the colony requires to function and thrive. No responsible beekeeper strips a hive bare. That would be both cruel and counterproductive. A weakened colony produces nothing. The argument that beeswax harvesting harms bees comes primarily from vegan advocacy groups. And while their concern for animal welfare is genuine, the argument tends to oversimplify a complex relationship. The core claim is that bees expend significant energy producing wax, roughly 8 pounds of honey to produce 1 pound of wax, and that harvesting it forces them to work harder to rebuild. This is technically true, but it misses the broader picture. In a well-managed hive, bees are not being exploited, they're being supported. The beekeeper's role is to maintain colony health, not extract from it at the colony's expense. Harvesting surplus comb actually encourages bees to continue building fresh, clean comb, which is better for the colony's hygiene and productivity. The relationship between a responsible beekeeper and their bees is genuinely symbiotic, meaning both sides benefit. Here's what bees get from a well-managed hive: protection from predators like bears and skunks, active monitoring and treatment for disease threats like varroa mites, supplemental feeding during scarce seasons, and a stable, protected environment that wild colonies rarely have access to. Wild honeybee colonies, by contrast, face enormous threats with no human support: habitat loss, pesticide exposure, disease, and climate change. A managed hive with a caring beekeeper is, in many ways, a safer and more stable life for a colony. At Sticky Bee Apiary, our approach is guided by one principle: the colony comes first. In practice, that means we only harvest surplus wax, never comb the colony actively needs. We monitor hive health year-round and prioritize colony strength over yield. We leave more than enough honey stores for the bees to overwinter comfortably. And we never harvest from a struggling or weakened colony. The beeswax in our candles, wax melts, and lip balms comes from hives we know intimately. Hives we've tended through seasons, watched grow, and cared for as living communities. Some vegans choose to avoid beeswax as part of a broader commitment to avoiding all animal products, and that's a personal choice we respect. But for those who are simply concerned about whether beeswax production causes harm to bees, we hope this gives you a clearer picture. Ethical beekeeping is not about taking from bees. It's about building a relationship with them that benefits both colony and keeper. Honeybees are remarkable creatures, and caring for them well is something we take seriously every single day. At Sticky Bee Apiary, ethical beekeeping isn't just a talking point, it's how we've operated from day one. Every candle, every wax melt, every lip balm starts with bees that are healthy and thriving. I'd love to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to go deeper into the world of bees and see how we do things, subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.